like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can catch us, she be moving too fast.
Hey everybody. Oh my god, am I not being able to be seen? Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties right now. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Let me fix it real quick. Okay. Hopefully this works. I'm having some technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why y'all can't see my lovely face. Y'all, I'm gonna be back on camera sometime next week. I gotta get my hair done. Y'all know it's, Valentine's Day Monday, and I have to get my hair done. So I've been looking like, who did it and why for a few days, or like for real all year. I'm not even gonna hold and act like I haven't been looking this way. But yeah. I've been looking like who did it and why, and baby. Okay, there we go. Can y'all see me now? Oh, yes. Okay. So yes, I've been looking all toe up. So I'm gonna be back on camera next week. But anyway, you guys, we are here to talk about Codi Bigsby. As you guys are Brigsby, we already know that I gave you guys the rundown yesterday, and there was some things that went down yesterday that I missed. So I'm going to catch you guys up to speed. So the main thing is that the police chief, actually spoke out yesterday, and he basically said, like, based off of their evidence is very clear, and they already basically know or have a strong inkling of what happened to Codi Brigsby. Bigsby. They have not confirmed if he is alive. They have not confirmed if, they're still looking for him. Let me just put it like that. They're still looking for him, but they have not confirmed any of the other details about it. So I'm going to go ahead and play some of the statements that the police chief did make, because he made, basically cleared up some things, and it's a really short clip. But the main thing that he said was basically they already know what's going on. Like, they know what it is. They just don't have all the information to do any charges in this moment, but they know what's up. Brittany, thank you. Yes, I mean, I know I'm naturally cute, but there's certain things I ain't gonna do. Now, I do come on here without no makeup, and that's enough. But my hair be looking crazy. I had to fix the spelling of Codi's last name. It's Bigsby, and I keep saying Brigsby. It's Bigsby. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can listen to what the police chief had to say, because like I told you guys yesterday, it has been 10 days since Codi has went missing, but the police have already stated numerous times that they believe it has been longer. Now, the efforts to find him have not stopped. The community is still very invested in getting this little boy home, and we're going to go on and talk about some other things after we listen to this clip.
This morning, we continue to cover the search for Codi Bigsby. The 4-year-old reported missing in Hampton more than 10 days ago. Now, despite the time that's passed, his family and the community are still holding out hope. 10 on your side's Kiana Patterson is live in the newsroom with new information as this investigation continues. Kiana?
Yes, the police chief, Mark Talbot, says officers are continuing to search for answers. And this morning, Codi Bigsby is still in jail as people search for his missing 4-year-old son, Codi. Last night, the police chief shared an update with Hampton City Council. The police division wrapped up their command center at Buckrow Point last week, and now officers are following up on leads and evidence gathered from the family home. The chief says this is a high-profile case that has been intense and stressful for police and the community, but Talbot says they will continue to follow the evidence.
It was very clear to us. The evidence about what likely occurred has been very clear. There's little about this that has been mysterious. We've tried hard to avoid a search for a 4-year-old boy in a tragedy, an unmitigated tragedy. We didn't want it to become a sideshow. We will continue to work and do everything we possibly can to figure out what happened to this child.
And a group of community activists and volunteers also attended the meeting last night. Members told council that they are still searching for Codi in the woods near his house every day. They called on police to be more transparent and for council and the mayor to be more active in the search for Codi.
I haven't seen or heard any of our elected officials make statements to encourage the search efforts, to come out and lend a hand with flyers, or to donate their time in some way.
And you'll hear more from community members coming up in just 30 minutes. In the newsroom, Kiana Patterson.
Now, as you guys heard, that was, in my opinion, it was very plain. The police chief said what needed to be said without saying it. A lot of people don't know in the community, don't know if this little boy is alive. They don't know what they are looking for. They don't know if they're looking for a live child or a deceased child. And it's very hard hearing this and being, having this situation in your backyard, essentially. So with the police chief saying like this is a tragedy, the things that he was saying basically led me to believe that maybe Codi is no longer here, and there is some disturbing evidence that they have that they will not release. And that is the main reason why the community is upset. They are now challenging the leaders, the officers, the state leaders to actually come on and just be more clear. And they're still not. I'm not even going to fake with you guys. They're like, look, this is still an investigation. We have to handle it the way it is. Yes, we do know some things, but we cannot let it be known. Now, as I told you guys yesterday, Codi has been failed by, in my opinion, by everyone, from his mother that is absent to his father that said he was quote unquote overwhelmed with him and his 3 other siblings. And, Codi and his other siblings will be left at home alone. The oldest was 5, Codi was 4, and then there was 2 twin 2-year-olds. This is a story that seems to be something that was overlooked, in my opinion. We don't know if the kids were in school. We don't know that much. And it doesn't seem like the community is able to really speak on what they saw. The neighbors can't really say, yeah, I seen them playing outside every day, or, they would come out and speak to me. And they, the little boys did this and did that. They are not really saying that. And, I think that speaks volumes as well, because they don't know. We're in the middle of a panorama. People aren't really outside. Kids aren't really doing the things that they used to do before this panorama started. So what has really been going on is still the main question. Mastermind T said, yes, I live in Virginia and it's on the news every day. Yeah, it's on the news every day. People are definitely talking about it. But as far as the hardcore evidence and details, no. Yes, AK, the children were left home alone. I did go and break down the comprehensive timeline that the police investigators have been able to give us yesterday. So you will have to check out my previous live about that. But yes, Mastermind is correct. The father admitted to leaving them home alone, and that is the reason why he's in jail. A lot of people have the situation mixed up. People think that this man is in jail because he did something to Codi in regards to his disappearance. There is no hardcore evidence that has been released to our knowledge to approve that or, confirm that. The only thing is the father is in jail with 7 counts of felony for child neglect because he will leave the 4 children home alone. He said this at his own admittance, and that is the reason why he is in jail and he is being held without bond. Now, in my opinion, there is a lot of people that are actually rooting for Corey, which is Codi's father, and they are using the angle of Codi's mother to justify or to vindicate Corey. And let me just show you guys, because I think some of you guys weren't in the live yesterday. This is Corey. This is the father right here. This is Corey, and this is Codi. Now, when I say that a lot of people are using the mother as an angle to vindicate Corey, the main thing is people want to know, where is the mom? Now, we know for a fact that the mom lives in Washington, D.C., and clearly she did not have custody of Codi or the other siblings in the home. India, I don't know. I looked up why he's being charged with 7 counts and it's only 4 kids. I have no idea. That was weird to me as well. I assumed, and I know it's not good to assume, but I assume that you only get a count for the amount of children, but I think it's something deeper in that. But again, these officers are very tight-lipped and a lot of things are coming as gossip. So I'm not going to repeat the things that I have read online about this. I can only say for certain he is being charged with 7 felony accounts for child abuse, and he's being held with no bond. Now, with the mom not being present, I did say yesterday that allegedly the mom did come into town to help the search efforts. I cannot prove this because we do not have an actual name for the mom. I have found a name, but I cannot say it because I don't know if it's really her. And we don't have hardcore pictures of her. Now, there are a lot of rumors going around that we don't have the mother's name and photo because she is in the military. Corey is also a retired military man. He served in the military for nearly 20 years. So this is what he did. Now, as far as the mom, we don't know a lot. And I don't think we ever will. But there was a brief statement that the mom actually made yesterday. And so I'm going to go ahead and play the news clip where they actually got to speak to the mom, and you guys can hear what she has to say, and then we can come back and talk about it. Yeah, he definitely said that it was too much for the kid, for him. He was overwhelmed. He left the children home for over 3 hours one time to go get a car in Norfolk. Mimi said, I went to school down there and we were told to travel in groups, even to go to Walmart. People go missing there all the time. Wow. Now, in one news clip, Mimi, they did speak about how the families in the area, in the apartment complex, are terrified to now let their children play outside. So they were kind of making it seem like this is something that's like rare. But listen to what you have to say. You are on to a good point. In just a few moments.
Is mounting in the search for 4-year-old Codi Bigsby.
Police are saying just a little bit, but the boy's mother has something to say. As we've told you, the focus of the search itself has changed over the last several days. What people in the neighborhood want is more information from police. 10 News 9's Brett Hall has more on that, as well as the statement from Codi's mother. Brett?
Tom and Anita, frustration seemingly present for all involved at this point. But tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from Codi Bigsby's mother. Now, we are not naming her right now, as she is not accused of doing anything wrong. And according to Hampton's police chief, she is not a person of interest in Codi's disappearance. But she wants the community to hear something from her. Tonight, the question for the last 11 days remains the same. Where is Codi Bigsby? Searches by police and community members continue in Hampton as the 4-year-old's picture is shared far and wide. The goal? Just bring Codi home. Codi's mother telling 10 on Your Side in her first statement since her son's disappearance. She appreciates all everyone is doing. She says in part, "It truly warms my heart. I am praying for the safe return of my baby boy. Codi, I hope the public and the community understand and respect my position during this tragic time." The statement went on to say she is reluctant to say more about the situation at the advice of legal counsel. She alluded to possible involvement in the legal case. No charges have been filed in Codi's disappearance, but his father, Codi Bigsby, is currently behind bars on child neglect charges that stemmed from the police department's investigation. Still, the community wants more answers. Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot telling City Council last night.
I want to start by thanking you all for not being a distraction throughout a very long and difficult investigation.
He says detectives are focused on getting it right.
The evidence about what likely occurred has been very clear. There's little about this that has been mysterious.
Codi Bigsby was transferred to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail in Portsmouth today. He'll be there until at least the end of the month, awaiting a bond appeal hearing. His attorney tells us that he's hopeful Bigsby will be released so he can assist in the search for his son. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brett Hall, 10 on your.
So it was a very brief, and when I say brief, baby, brief statement that Codi Bigsby mother finally, says. And to me, in my honest opinion, it was very off-putting because as a mother, it's a different type of love when it's yours. Like when you're a mother, like we know our children before they know earth, before they know anything outside. They know us, like we know them. We grew them, like they are a part of us. So that love is a little bit different versus like a father. They do love their children in womb, of course, but they really fall in love after they're able to touch the baby, feel the baby, smell the baby. So for the mom to not be involved, and this was her only brief statement, and then to say that she has legal counsel, it is very weird. All things about this case is weird to me. Now, like I told you guys, they want to paint the mom as one of these suspects. And when I say they, I'm talking about the people in the area. They are all basically like, well, where's the mom? Where's the mom? Someone even alleged that the mom may have took Codi. I'm like, so why would the mama only take one of the babies? And how did she get in the house to only take one? Like, it makes no sense. But her actions also don't make any sense either, because why are you not on the ground? Why are you not actually involved? Like this cryptic statement, I'm not getting love. Usually we see families on the TV bawling like, please just bring my baby home. If you guys know where he is, if someone has them, blah, blah, blah. There's reward money, there's everything. But when it comes to this particular situation, the people around, the people in the neighborhood care more than the actual family. And that's just my opinion. Like, it is weird. India said, so was she aware that her son was being left at home alone? How has she not seen him in a year? That statement wasn't enough. Respect my position. What is your position? Exactly, India. Those are my same feelings. What exactly is your position? Are you someone that, because there are moms that just are not in sync with their children for their own, mental health reasons. So is it that? Like, what is it? Are you disconnected? What is it? Because it is weird when we have a 4-year-old boy that may have been gone since December. And no one knows. Like I told you guys yesterday, it's like he got picked up and just plucked off the earth. And that doesn't really happen. It's the middle of the winter. It's cold outside. This little baby just didn't wander off. The other kids are in custody of the state. Me and my whole family will be bawling uncontrollably, begging for help finding my kid. Exactly. And the father is using the angle of, I need to help find my son, so I have to get out of here angle. And I'm not buying that either. If you cared about the safety of your children, you would never leave them home alone, ever. You saying that you're overwhelmed, I get that. As parents, we do. But we have to make sure at the end of the day, we still try our best to ensure the safety of our children at all times. It's really, really sad. That's alleged. Yes, all 4 kids are hers. Now Corey has other children from another marriage or from a previous marriage. I'm not sure if he is married to Codi's mom, but I'm not sure how many total children he has. We know that he has an 18-year-old daughter. He has an ex-wife who appeared in court this week to actually testify on his behalf to help him get out. There are some allegations that Corey has a history of domestic violence, but I'm not sure if it's with Codi's mother or with the ex-wife. Like I said, there are a lot of rumors that is coming out of Hampton. Like when I say rumors, there is a Facebook page that is solely dedicated to Codi. And I took the time 2 days ago to read it. I took the time yesterday to read it, and then I took the time today to read it just to see, because you never know if someone's going to drop down and give some valid information. And when I say I went cross-eyed every day, I really went cross-eyed because there's so many weird allegations, details, and then we still have this harsh reality from the police that is basically saying, like, we know what's up. We just have to let the evidence come out, and we have to be able to, it has to be plausible, it has to be provable. That is all that I heard from the police. So it's really weird. It's really, really weird. Mastermind, if you're still in the chat, can you shed some light? Is anyone in the neighborhood saying like that they frequently seen these children? Because the police asked if we even saw the children at the grocery store, how many kids was with this man, if we've ever seen the man. Like, are people able to say like, yeah, we've definitely seen him? Because the things that I have found, it's not like this family was that known, in my opinion. Yes, Mimi, that is what they're saying, that she is in the military, and we know that those people are very private. But I still wonder, where is her family at? Where is his other family? The only person that's really vocal is the sister. I told you guys that yesterday. She is very vocal, and she is very defensive. She is adamant that her brother would not harm a fly, even though he left his children home alone numerous times. She is adamant that Codi is still alive and that we are speaking as if he is no longer here. She is the only one that is vocal, but her movements are not all trustworthy as well, in my opinion. It's kind of like, we don't know. Yeah, and we don't know if she was deployed. We don't know. Yes, mastermind. So yes, he did allegedly, I could not find this information. He did allegedly get in trouble for some form of child neglect, like leaving the children alone, like he was on DCFS or CPS's radar. This is alleged. I cannot find any records indicating this or the alleged domestic violence. Now, again, I did tell you guys that Corey is out of the military. So the way that those documents are completely different. We don't know if this was while he was in the military, any of that. So the public record is really hard to find for this family. Yeah, he did just purchase a home, and the realtor is the one that was the only one that was able to confirm the last sighting of Codi. And she said that was in November, and based off of the pictures, he matched the description. But she even said that Corey was a very weird, strange client. He only wanted to text, he never wanted to talk, and he was just really weird. And if you know anything about the home buying process, you really need to speak to your realtor. There needs to be some type of connection, because when they're searching for a house for you, they have to find something good. Now, he did close on the house last month in January, but they had not moved in yet. The neighbors say she only saw kids playing in the living room while the dad and a female sat on the porch. That is another story, that there is some alleged girlfriend, but no one can find the girlfriend. It is really, really weird, you guys. Like, everything that people are saying, all of these rumors, all of these allegations, they're not getting us anywhere, because again, the main thing is we are looking for a little 4-year-old boy, and this may sound bad, but it should not be this hard to find a little 4-year-old boy. So it's like, it has to be someone close to him. It can't be a stranger. I just don't believe it. No one has said anything about seeing the children. Last week, police say pretty much they don't think he's alive. Yeah, that's honestly what the police is saying. And we don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, they was in that house. They collected all the evidence. And after they collected all that evidence, they immediately came back and spoke to the community and said that the father is going to be the person of interest. There is something that was found in that home, I believe, that led them to pick this story together. And now all they need is either a confession or a body to seal it in. But I believe that they know what's going on, and they already said it. No, that is what really threw the community off. They were like, why aren't you guys putting out an Amber Alert? And the police chief seems to be very smart. He seems to be very intuitive, like he's really good at his job. And this is him and his partner over here, they ball busters. They immediately said, like, there is no Amber Alert because we don't feel like he is abducted. They immediately said that, but people were so caught up. Why is there no Amber Alert? And it's like, y'all, read between the lines. There is no Amber Alert. He was not abducted. I believe it, Mimi. That whole town is weird. Like when I say I went down a rabbit hole for 3 days on Facebook, I'm no longer looking at that stuff today. I mean, after today, because baby, it was way too much. But I'm like, this is like a little weird town. It seems like what in the hell? Yes, they do have their own court system, but I can't find for sure when he was out of the military, if he retired, if he was discharged, but they do have their own court system. It is really, really, really weird. I didn't see what TF said. Corey is still married to his first wife. Oh, okay. So the lady that came to court this week, they're still legally married. Corey was never married to Codi's mother. Yeah, I feel like they do know that Codi is no longer here, and I pray peace over him. I really do. I truly believe that they know that he is no longer here, but they again need a body to confirm the story and the evidence, because without it, it's kind of hard to confirm. But something in that house, something in that apartment was found, because they were already on it. They already had speculated, especially with the father saying that the last time he saw his son was at 2 a.m. and he was wearing all black and Spider-Man flip-flops. The auntie tried to cover up everything by saying that Codi has a history of wandering outside the house. But if you guys know children, know anything about children, first of all, you are supposed to teach them that that is bad. If they have done it, one too many times, why are you leaving them home alone? Because Codi could just be out doing anything while you left to Norfolk to get a car, sir. But secondly, why would you not put a special lock on the door? Why would you not make sure that you are guarding that door so he wouldn't get out? But the real deal fact is, it's cold as hell up there. So I don't see a little baby wandering out and then still being gone. They get tired really, really fast. Like, this little boy has short limbs. He is not out here just speed walking to the point where no one saw him in the middle of the night. So he retired. Okay. They do not need a body to confirm. All they need is his DNA. Well, they need something, because they won't spit out what exactly they believe or, they know. But they did say that they have evidence to support, a story, and they have it. I'm late in this story, new, but there isn't any daycare, doctor's appointment. When's the last time he has been seen in the public eye? No, Sharice. Hey, girl, by the way. No, there is little to no evidence in regards to this. The police has elicited the help of the FBI, and they actually made this tweet immediately, early on probably day 3 or day 4. And this is what it said. It says, can you answer yes to any of these questions? If so, we need to hear from you. Scan the QR code. And it says, do you know Codi or his father, Corey, or his siblings? Have you ever seen Codi, his father, or his siblings since Christmas? Do you live in the Buckrow Point apartments and have a Ring doorbell or other surveillance cameras? So they don't really know anything. No one is coming forward. The first person to really come forward with some solid concrete evidence was the realtor. But the last time that was he was seen was before Christmas. That was in November, and we're in February now. So no, there is no school. I don't believe that there's any doctor's appointment. It seems like I said, he was just picked off the earth. It's really, really sad. And in this case, I must say, because y'all know I'm usually someone that gets down to the nitty gritty. I find evidence. I find, facts for y'all. Like I said, I've been in the rabbit hole. I've watched news reports. I've read the news reports online. And what I'm giving y'all is all that I got. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. And it really goes back to what Brittany just said. Children deserve so much more. And I'm not going to skip over the fact that this father said that he was overwhelmed. But with that same statement, he has a very vocal sister. Where were you, ma'am? Could you not help with these children? The mom, maybe she had a demanding job in this military, allegedly. This is something that is weird. Yeah. Codi turned 4 January 18th, which means he could have been 3 when he went missing. And I pointed out to you guys yesterday, a common trend that I have found when I look into these children cases, a lot of these children have very too little photos in real time. I mentioned to you guys yesterday, the photo on my bottom right side of my screen, you see that Codi has short curly hair. Then the police came back with an updated picture of Codi and he had long hair. I don't see how this is like my children gets photos, if not every day, every other day, but for show, at least once a week. If he just had a birthday January 18th, what did you guys do for his birthday? Can we hear about that? Is there any pictures? Did you make a Facebook post? Happy 4th birthday to my son. I mean, we are in the day and age of social media and keeping up with really, like Sharice, she's known me for years, but she has never seen my kids outside of Facebook. But I bet you she can tell you some things about my kids based off of the things that I post. It's weird that no one even can do that with him. If he just had a birthday, why is there very few pictures of him? And if there are, he looks completely different because he has long hair versus his short hair. He just had a birthday. It's really, like I said, really weird. Yeah, Mimi, they said the aunt alleged that she actually spoke to Codi on January 30th, and her divorced husband, which would be Codi's uncle, spoke to him as well on January 30th. But no one can tell us what they did for the birthday. It's really, really weird. My parents and my sister would know immediately if my son was missing. We FaceTime and phone call several times a week. You can't talk to me without hearing them in the background. Exactly. Like, I know that as siblings, you can't keep up with everything. So, of course, like, for instance, your sister could not tell you what Leland wore to school or if he missed school for a whole week, but she can tell you, oh, no, baby, I knew on January 31st, I just talked to him, blah, blah, blah. But in this situation, no. I hate to say this, but I think he has been missing for a lot longer because people go out, yes, for their kids' B-Day, and like nothing. When I first heard this story, before I knew that he had just bought a home, before I knew that he was in the military, I really was thinking that this was some type of poverty-stricken father with overwhelmed with 4 kids. I truly believe that. But when I learned more and more about him, I was like, oh, so he is able to do X, Y, and Z. He is able to give these things. Being in the military gives you a lot of benefits as far as discounts, being able to buy a home. And he used to work for the Postal Service as well, like I told you guys yesterday. So with all this information, I just can't get in my mind how we don't know anything about Codi or the children, any of them. Not that we have an entitlement to know about them, but just like I said, in these type of instincts, no one is coming forward to say, I knew Codi, he was a sweet little boy, blah, 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 blah. I just seen him playing outside. None of that. Yes, I hear Leland when we voice message. Yes, I hear him all the time. The aunt is definitely all over the place, and her anger is definitely misdirected, and it is a red flag to me, in my opinion. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Whatever he said, they were going to do a warrant to search his home regardless. But like I told you guys, he was willingly talking to the police. He revoked his right to counsel. It was the sister who actually went in and got him a lawyer, and she was very hostile about it. She even alleged that the police was refusing to let him leave, holding him hostage, not feeding him. Like, she was so vocal about it before she shut down her Facebook. But she had all these conspiracies that, you know, this is something that we're doing to keep a Black father down, when in reality, he is in jail for neglecting his children and leaving them home alone. The oldest was 5. There is nothing a 5-year-old can do in this house as far as protecting his siblings, making sure everything was okay. Like, children being left home alone is a severe, severe danger because they are a danger to themselves. They are a threat to themselves. They don't know what they're doing. They are children. The rational thinking will never be there. They could, God forbid, do anything in that home, and you leaving them home alone is reckless. I feel like those kids were facing extreme neglect, probably on their own most of the time. They weren't in school or childcare, not that we know of. At this time, it is not confirmed if any of them were in school. Why not if he was so overwhelmed? That is my main question. If he is a single father, whether he has an alleged girlfriend or not, where are some places that you can take these children? We are unaware of where he was working at this time. It's alleged that he was not currently working, but it's weird. Like, as this story unfolds, I just really foresee a mess, because I wholeheartedly believe that they are sitting on mountains of evidence, and shit is going to hit the fan when it comes out. Yeah, she knows a baby just don't go missing, and it's cold, y'all. I could see if it was summer, because that's really, if I'm saying what is true of him leaving the home and doing all this, yeah, okay, cool. It's the summertime, it's hot, whatever. But it's the dead middle of the winter. The problem I have with the aunt is that she started trashing the mother day one. Yep, she made a Facebook post, but she deleted it, so I can't read it to you guys. And if you go back to 2020, she was stalking the mother's social media and posting about her. Wow, allegedly. He must not have heard of the fire starter lady. Girl, right. Especially when there was a daycare in walking distance of the apartments. Yeah, I read your comment earlier, Mimi. That's weird. Like, and maybe the apartment, maybe the daycare wasn't good. We can give him that, but the auntie is going to get charged, I feel like. Yeah, that auntie, I don't know, but she's been speaking to Rhoda Young, like One Love said, and Rhoda is passionate about this too, because she believes Rhoda and the auntie came up with this whole story that Codi is taken and in someone's home because he is a handsome young man and people want babies all the time. This is what they said, and my mouth hit the floor. My mouth hit the floor. Like, no. Yes, Trey, he has other siblings. Are you talking about Codi, the little boy, or Corey, the father? She also made it clear that the mother wanted the kids back. I believe the father took the kids and ran with them. So that was another story that was alleged, that the father ran off with these children. I just don't believe that. I don't, because hell or high water, you can't just run off with my kids and think I'm not going to be outside your door. I'm doing stakeouts. I'm doing it all. I am doing it all, especially if I know that this little boy is in harm's way with you. There is no you keeping my baby from me, baby. I'll see you on the other side. Let the best man win for mine. I don't care. You're not taking my baby. I don't believe that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm cocking it. I'm cocking it for mine. Father or not, you're not taking my kids from me. If I feel like wholeheartedly they are better with me and my care, I am a financial provider. I'm stable. I'm not letting you take my kids. We are going to court. We are doing whatever. But taking them, The auntie is definitely involved. If she didn't hurt him, I think she helped after the fact. Yeah, because she immediately, when she found out that they had him in there and he had, revoked his right to counsel, he was willingly speaking. She was like, oh, hell no, we got counsel. We got counsel. I thought the aunt had something to do with it. Did you hear about the U-Haul truck and both their names? Yeah, and the U-Haul truck coincidentally pulled off after after everything in that apartment complex died down. So the U-Haul was parked out in the parking lot of the apartment complex, and then a few days after everyone in the apartment complex stopped wandering around, the U-Haul just disappeared. No, Sharice, it's not trafficking. Then also said that the mother had no idea where he lived. Yeah, she said that it's alleged that she hasn't seen the baby in a year. There are so many good people that want kids. If you have weirdos doing stuff to put kids in danger, yeah, so many people dream about having children, and the ones that have them just, no, it's not trafficking. I know someone whose baby daddy took her kid. I was shocked. Like, girl, you okay with that? Never, man, never. I'm talking about, look, let my husband feel like he taking my children, God forbid. Let his mama say, oh yeah, my son got the baby, girl. I'm fighting you, him, everybody. It's war for mine because mommy knows best. But before it even gets to that reckless side, I'm going to go through the courts. I'm going to get everything legitimized. Like, oh, you want a custody battle? We can do a custody battle, but I'm going to put up my biggest money, my heaviest lawyers. I'm going to get my kids. Yes, India, there was an alleged U-Haul truck, like I said, in the apartment complex. It's alleged that it was out there before January 31st, but it was just sitting there. But in a few days, someone randomly was like, dang, where did that U-Haul truck go? Because people thought it was weird because usually with U-Haul trucks, you don't keep them that long. You charge by the day, and usually you're using the U-Haul truck to move something and take it somewhere. In this alleged instance, it was there, and then the next minute, it was gone days later. Like, someone just had to spot it and figure, it out. The mother has a legal team. There is more going on here. Get ready to be shocked at what he took those kids and was hiding them. I believe it. Yeah, the baby, all the children. And remember when I played the interview for you guys yesterday, the Rhoda lady was like, he was nice enough to keep these 4 kids. So I don't believe that it's some type of abduction type thing or where he's holding the kids against the will, because she said he was nice enough to do it. So it's a strange story, y'all. It's strange. Yeah, they checked it. That's how it was confirmed that it was in Corey and the sister's name. But remember, he did just buy a home, so he has some type of alibi, I guess, reasoning for the U-Haul. He did just buy a house. The police are not telling us, like, we tested the U-Haul. All these details is going to come out in trial if there even gets to that, that point. Because right now, he's only on, only being held for child neglect, not for anything regarding Codi's disappearance. So, yeah. But it's understandable why they would have a U-Haul if he moved. He just bought a home. So, no answers to it, though. No public answers. But it's a whole bunch going on down in Hampton, y'all. My problem with Rhonda is she had people calling in that are telling a different story, and she has become too involved with the father's family. Yep, she's saying I love you to the sister to save her number. She is definitely egging it on, and I just hope that she, stays, away from it just in case, something does blow up. You don't, Nope, it's child abuse now. They upgraded the charges. Oh, okay. I thought maybe Codi was injured while he was out of the home and he sent him to DC with the sister to heal. No, I didn't hear that one, Mimi. No. Now, there was one lady that swore up and down she saw Codi and the auntie at a Starbucks the Sunday, which would be January 30th. But the auntie's like, no, I didn't take him to Starbucks. I don't even live here. I came down the day that everything broke, was made public that he was missing. It's so many stories about child neglect, like have someone take the children when it's too much. I agree. I don't know if the sister has kids. I don't know. When I went to start my investigation on the sister, her page is locked down. So everything that I have on the sister is from all, like I said, this weird Facebook page and all these comments. So I don't know. I don't know if she has any kids. I know she had a husband and they're divorced, and allegedly both of them had talked to Codi. I don't know why I feel like this has something to do with money, insurance scam or something. I don't think that it had anything to do with either. This is my story, and then I'm going to end it here. TF said the sister had children. Thank you, TF. This is my story, and I'm gonna end it here, and then as we get details, we'll come back. I truly believe that Codi and his siblings was home alone. Codi hurt himself and is no longer here from an accident when the father was not there. The father panicked and has been keeping it a secret this whole entire time. And then finally, January 31st, he called and reported him missing. But I truly believe that these kids were being children and something accidentally happened to him because the father was not home. That is what I think. I don't know any of this to be true. I don't know any facts. This is all my entertainment purposes only. I just came up with this in my head. Don't know how true it is. It can't be true at all because I just made this up based off of my inkling of them being home alone. There are two of them talking, the aunt and her daughter, and he has 4 older kids with the wife. No, does the sister have children? TF. It's very hard for me to listen to cases involving children. I just can't imagine anyone causing harm to an innocent child. As a mother myself, I agree, Miss Birdie's life. I'd be like, oh my God. When I got this story, literally Monday, I instantly became invested because it's a little baby. And then when I was unpacking everything, I was just like, wow, he was really felt by everybody. AK said that's what she thinks too. Yeah, that is just my strong hunch. I do not believe that he beat him or hurt him. I don't feel that way just based off of the other children being in the home. I honestly think there was an accident that took place. He just wasn't there. And instead of calling immediately, he kind of panicked, and it's been, secret after secret after secret, change of story, change of everything, in between. But I feel like he accidentally, did something. Dovely said, do you know the family, TF? Yeah, if it was an accident, hiding doesn't make him look good. Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes, some people truly do try to cover up things so they don't get caught, in the heat of the moment. And then, they panic. And then finally, when they come to their senses, it's already too late. So I don't know. TF said no, but they're in Virginia and following all the documentation. I'm happy you following it because it is a lot to unpack, you guys. It is a lot. But I didn't want to be on here long. I just wanted y'all to hear what this mom had to say. There was not a lot to say besides respect her position. Could never imagine. So as we get more details about this, of course, we will be updating, or I will be updating you all, and I will see you guys on another one. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video on your way out. I will see y'all later.
And thank you. Oh yeah, thank you, Marcel. Yo, all props to you. And just you doing what you doing, and you got a voice. Keep doing what you doing, and you got a voice.